This drill is going to be out of the Chinese series, and they had a series of about 17 different exercises historically that they used, and the wand to the ancient Chinese dynasty families was a health prevention tool. Okay, so they actually used these exercises to prevent illness and optimize health and well-being. One of the movements, if we just pull one out of the series, is called twisting of the snake. And I'm going to show you a very simplified version of that, but I do encourage you to explore the whole series. Michael Davies has a wonderful book out where he explores the whole, 17 series that was originally published in the 70s by a gentleman named Bruce Johnson. So if we just want to look at that one drill, we're going to take our wand in our triangle position and we're going to raise it up, and now I'm going to let my body get a little soft. The first drills are pretty upright and not rigid, but very straight, and I'm going to just kind of soft lock my knees here and get a little loose and raise the wand up, and I'm going to raise it up to about the level of my collarbones here, the clavicle bones. And my wrists don't necessarily have to be locked straight here because I want to put a little softness into my body. And what I'm going to do is draw the wand over and diagonally place it on the tip of my shoulder, and you actually want to make contact here with the skin and the wand. And then I'm going to walk the wand across and roll it right off the other shoulder and settle here. And in the Chinese system there's no pulling, so everything was breath-led, and we'll get into that in a minute. So this is very, very soft. There's no added stretching the wand like with some of the Western drills that I've been teaching. I'm going to come back the opposite way and touch right here and roll it and lift it and settle. So having taught this to a number of people the last few years, some people are a little too tight to get the wand comfortably on the back of their neck. And remember, it's a restorative tool. First do no harm is the rule of engagement. So we can modify or regress. Regress means make easier. I can bring it up here and do the same type of movement that doesn't require as much stretching out of my shoulders. And at the Lean Braves, we want everyone to play. So, we want people off the sidelines engaging with whatever tool or method we're using. So I'm always happy to make things easier. So let's get into a little more of the nuance now. And as the Chinese taught this, they would have been breathing in on this portion through the nose. And when the wand centered on the spine, they would start very gently breathing out through the mouth. And then I would breathe in, going the opposite way. Breathe out right here. And they would also work their way down and lower the elevation, so when the wand came behind the body, it would eventually get down to the belt line. I don't do that in the office setting. I just want people to learn the basic opening drill, and we can always work on the progressions later. So let's take a look at this from the side. I'm still upright, but my knees are just a little bit softer because the Chinese system was such a gentle way of using the wand. It's good to know both Western and Eastern methods, by the way. So I'm here, and the reason I don't lock my wrist straight is because I want to make a little softness here, and I like to kind of roll the wand and then bend the wrist as I come out. I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out, and then I just add kind of a little push here, so it's a little more fluid. And as you get better in the shoulders, you can keep the wrist a little straighter as it comes behind the body. But I think my first step, just trying to get people, into the game off the sidelines, is can we get there without any pain, even if the wrist angles are a little off with this one. And from the back. Breathing in through the nose, Breathing out through the mouth, in through the nose, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. So that's twisting the snake. We'll call it snake for short. You're just kind of snaking the wand behind your head. You're snaking it around. If you can't touch the tops of your shoulders, that's okay. Just leave it up a little higher. As you get better at it, you can straighten the wrist out. It's a little more complex if you think about it, because while we were, it was very much emphasizing the straight wrist with the overhead raise and the pull down. Those are kind of just straight lines, but now we're adding this circular kind of spiral movement. It's a little more complex, and it takes a while to figure out how to keep the wrist in a little bit better position through that. So it's a little more advanced. So be gentle on yourself. It takes a little time. If you work at it a number of years, you'll probably figure it out quite well. So that's the snake movement. It's a very nice movement. People really like that. It's one of the favorites that I teach.